Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will show you how to buy Bitcoin flash crashes utilizing Bitsgap shadow orders, which are automated stealth orders that don't actually lock up your balance on your exchange until your target price is hit, and at that time it triggers a buy order. Now, before we get too far into the weeds, if you're not familiar with Bitsgap, it's basically an all-in-one automated trading platform, and they're better known for their grid bot trading. However, their trading terminal has some pretty powerful weapons in the form of their smart algorithmic orders that you can place, and thus allowing you to automate your live day trades. And with that being said, while a lot of the exchanges that I use have the ability to automate my live day trades, I actually have to go to each individual exchange to configure those automated trades. Where Bitsgap comes in with their trading terminal is I can connect all my exchanges via API keys to Bitsgap, and I never actually have to send any money to Bitsgap. All my funds are still being held on all those different exchanges, and those funds are as secure as they can be when being held on an exchange. But by connecting them to Bitsgap via API keys, I can now trade through the trading terminal on Bitsgap on a multiple of exchanges without having to jump back and forth from one exchange to another. And if you are wondering what type of investment is required to get started, you can actually get started for free. I will leave a link in the description down below, and if you actually use my link, you'll get upgraded to their pro plan for their free trial. So that's enough jaw-jacking. Let's get into the weeds of how to set up one of these shadow orders. Now, once you have set up your Bitsgap account, the first thing you'll need to do is probably come over here to My Exchanges and give that a click. And you will basically need to connect your exchanges by clicking on the Add New Exchange button. From there, you just select from the drop-down box of all the different exchanges available. From there, you just need to paste in your API key and your secret key that you actually create over on your exchange. Once you have your keys in place, click Connect, and the exchange should now show up under your connected exchanges with the word connected in green, letting you know you're good to go. From here, you just want to go over to the trading terminal, and that is where it says trading up here in the top toolbar. Give that a click, and that will bring you over to the Bitsgap trading terminal. Now, from the trading terminal, you can select the different type of orders. They have your traditional limit order, market order, stop limit. However, if you toggle this little arrow down, you will find a list of other type of orders that can help you automate your day trading. And in this case, we will be looking at the shadow order. And one of the advantages of using the shadow order to buy Bitcoin flash crashes when the price dips way down and then bounces right back up. Shadow order basically makes stealth trades off of the order book itself without reserving any available balance on my exchange. So I would actually still have access to the funds, and that is how the shadow order operates. Is it will place the order only once my price target has been actually hit. And so for me, my strategy for my long-term hold positions for Bitcoin is I like to buy low, and I do actually sell occasionally at the higher end. I did a video recently when Bitcoin was hitting 65 or 69,000, and I sold pretty close to the top, which then freed up funds for me to buy these flash crashes at much lower prices. At the end of the day, Bitcoin is extremely volatile, and you will have opportunities to buy at extremely low prices, only to see that price action often reverse back towards the top side. So one of my strategies for Bitcoin is I have open orders out there at price levels that I see as flash crash levels. 41,000 would be one, 31,000 would be another, 21,000 would also be one of those levels I would like to have the opportunity to buy if Bitcoin flashed down there only to bounce back up. And traditionally, I have to lock up my funds in open limit orders at those levels. However, today I will be setting up 3 different shadow orders that will not lock up any of my funds on the exchange. And today I will be actually using my Binance US exchange account that I have connected to Bitsgap. All my funds are still on the Binance US exchange, but I will be placing these shadow orders and not locking up any of my USDT that's actually available on the Binance US exchange. And so the first thing I actually need to configure is buy or sell, and obviously today I am looking to buy those flash crashes, so I need to set a price. And the first level I want to buy at is 41,000. Now you might wonder, how did I come up with 41,000? Well, if we jump over here to TradingView, if you do just a little bit of tactical analysis, you can see a level of support. If you look back and check your 6, over here we see the price dip down to 39.6. Now, I would not want to put my order at that absolute low. We may not reach that low again. I want to put it somewhere here around support, which would be right around that 41,000 level. Now, you might want to crank that up from 41,000 to 42,000 to come into this area where it actually flash crashed down to. So that will really just depend on what you decide to do with your orders. But that is how I've determined the 41,000 level. Now the next level I'll be looking at will actually be 31,000. And again, if you look back a little further, that is approximately where Bitcoin sold off into back in May. It flashed all the way down to 30,000 and then bounced right back up. I might enter a position at that, say, 31,000 level, and when Bitcoin bounces up to, say, this 41 or 42,000 level where it bounced up to, and that could be a highly profitable trade in a quick move of over 30%. And at that point, I could lock up all that profit for the next dip down, which you can see we got multiple times. We get another dip down to 31,000, another bounce back to 41,000. This style of trading is far more profitable than buy and hold or even dollar cost averaging. I will be doing a video on my thoughts about dollar cost averaging here in the near future, so now might be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. So, with that all being said, let's get back to setting up these shadow orders. Now that I have my target price of 41,000, and you know what, let's go ahead and change that and try to get a little closer to this last dip price, which was right around 41,600. So I'm going to go even a little higher than that, as I want to actually take advantage if we see a flash crash. So I'm going to change this to 41.9, which is just below the 42,000 level. And you can see we did dip down just below that 42,000 level. And so 41.9 will be my target price. And next, I want to determine how much capital I want to put towards this trade. And if I come down here to USDT, I can put in, say, 1,000 USDT. And that will determine the amount of Bitcoin that this trade would actually buy. From there, I just simply click Buy BTC. And now under my open orders, you can see that I have a BTC USDT shadow order on the buy side opened up at a target price of 41.9 in the amount of 0.02 BTC. And obviously 0% has been filled as Bitcoin's price is well above my target price. And if you look up at the chart, it also shows my open shadow buy order on the chart as well. Now I'm going to deploy another shadow order, and this time I'm going to set the target price at 31,000. And I'm going to bump up the amount I want to buy, so I'm going to go with 2,000 USDT, which will enable me to buy 0.06 BTC. And now I just click Buy BTC. And now you can see that shadow order has also been placed. So now I have a shadow order for 31,000 and a shadow order for 41.9, and I still have available balance of the 4,400 USDT that I started out with when I started placing these orders. I'm going to place one more order, and this time that amount will be 21,000, and I will increase the amount of USDT to 3,000 USDT. And if the trigger gets pulled on this particular order, I will be buying 0.14 BTC. So now I can click Buy BTC, And now I have my 3 shadow orders in place. If Bitcoin flash crashes down to any of these levels, I should be able to pick up Bitcoin at these lower prices. I'm more than willing to hold at these lower prices. Even if Bitcoin's price continues to go down, I'll just hold at these lower prices. I'm bullish long term on Bitcoin. And when I say long term, I mean 4 or 5 years out. But with that being said, by no means is this investment advice. You really should do your own recon before you ever put your own money at risk. And you need to determine your own risk tolerance. I can watch the Bitcoin price drop down to 3,000 and it's not going to affect me as far as these 3 orders go. But that is my risk tolerance. Your risk tolerance is probably more than likely very different than mine. So, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I just wanted to show you how I go about buying flash crashes in Bitcoin. And so if you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you like videos about crypto trading, you might want to shoot that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I will drop a link to Bitsgap in the description down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.